Yo, yo, Coach Jay here, Conscious Warrior Coaching. Monday, happy Monday. Happy business day. Business coaching is truth and language. Truth and language before anything else. I just had the privilege of spending 3 hours with some business owners. And a 3-hour strategy session. This is an existing business that has been up for three years now. And as part of the work I do, right, we're trying to up level and create a 2.0 version of this business. And I do my thing. I investigate. I ask the questions. I read the energy, and I start to kind of the coach pries and probes and does his thing, and then the strategist within me starts to kind of see, where are there bridges that need to be constructed to get over these gaps, and what are we missing? What are the bleeding arteries in the business? And it was really interesting because these are dynamic business owners, and they've created a great brand. And what we realized is there's still a disconnect between their ideal clients, the community, their ideal clients, and what they have to offer. And with the work that I do, as most of you know, as a coach and how I show up, truth is probably the word that's in every third word I utter is something about truth. And business owners must get clear on their truth, the why, right? The Simon Sinek's of the world. And, why are we doing this? What is the deep, profound core behind the reason to get into this business? So we sat with that. And I made my notes, and we're brain dumping between the two owners, and so we started to get a kind of an idea of really why they got into this business in the first place. And then we came up with some really potent, impactful words, powerful words that really resonated with their emotional core. It wasn't just speaking intellectually. You could see it, you could feel it. They felt it, most importantly. And from that why, from that spark of truth, then we started to create language around it. So we started to say, okay, so what is different about you than your competitors? What do you pledge your clients, right? When they walk in the door, when they see you, right? Because as most businesses do, they want to focus on the brand. And when they focus on brand, they want to go externally. They want to go peripherally to logo. Does my logo work? My website work? And it's like, if you don't have the truth feeds the language. The language feeds the essence of the company culture into the logo and the brand kit and the color scheme and all that stuff, right? So we started to kind of find out what are their pledges? Like, what's their pledge to their community, to their clients? And so we came up with these words and these three deliverables, if you will. These words were classy, dignified, and liberating. Okay, now I'm not going into the specifics of the business right now. However, those words rang fucking true. Classy, dignified, and liberating. Now, how is that rolled out when everybody walks through the door? When they're greeted by staff? How does that roll out when there's a marketing campaign? Right? How does it roll out when they're doing radio spots? Because that is the bridge that gaps that disconnect, which was their biggest pain point. So it was such an eye-opener to them. It was a reassurance to me, because I see this all the time with the work that I do. But for them who've had a successful business and they realized that from spending 2 hours digging in on the truth, coming up with language, which really kind of creates a uniqueness around their brand, bringing in their personal truths into the business truth, all of a sudden, they have the ability to educate. Educate. So for all of you out there that are in the solopreneur world, and I know a lot of my community are coaches and energy workers and consultants, all of that. You have to educate your clients on you, on why they should work with you regardless of price, why they should buy your product. What is it about it? You just can't slap something up and expect people are going to buy. They need to be educated. And to educate congruently requires a connection back to the nucleus of truth in business. So, you've heard me talk Rosetta Stone. What is that code, that core essence of the person underneath the brand? If you spend time with that, every move you make will be congruent to who you are and the why of your business. And then, as we, in the third hour, we got into, the look and feel of their brand messaging, of their vision, the visual essence of the brand. Classy, dignified, liberating, right? Passion, some of these words, healing. All of a sudden, it gave life and breathed life into a visual representation. What, color schemes, what hues of color represent what we want to do here. Boom. And it just started opening up. It was like a channel open for them, right? That's the internal brand essence. Now, what's the external? When people walk in, what's the external environment, the atmosphere that we're going to do that is classy, dignified, and liberating? It's a win-win formula, gang. Anyway, it was amazing. It was a privilege for me to sit there and have two light bulbs go off of successful business owners that are like, ah. And when they go, ah, and they have clarity, they just start channeling shit. And it was breakthrough. It was awesome. So the power of truth, gang, I've talked about it in personal development. You hear me talk about it. It's in business development, 100%. What is the why, the truth? Create the language. Therefore, you can educate and overcome any gap to disconnect to connection. That's what I wanted to share with you on this amazing Monday afternoon here in blue sky, Vancouver, which is kind of rare, even though we're coming into spring. All right. Mad love to the courageous, conscious warrior coaching, personal and business development. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.